the Philadelphia 76ers. And recent news has come out very, very soon after their elimination that Doc Rivers is going to be
Guaranteed.
brought back guaranteed next year, which is just mind boggling to me. Uh, and also Dan Green tore his ACL, which sucks.
Yeah.
So what options do they have now that the coach was going to be the main thing that I wanted to talk about when we talked about their offseason, who you're going to bring in. But that's not on the table anymore.
And this sucks because it's the complete opposite of the Grizzlies, where we're just listing so much options. You could go this route, you could go that route, you could this, you could that, you get this star, you get that star, right? And you have good packages for all this, this, this. I have no idea how Daryl Morey's gonna make a trade because he has 36 million Tobias Harris, who has 2 years remaining. He has Danny Green, 10 million, 1 year remaining. And he has one pick, the 2023 pick, which we know they're gonna be great for. And people talk about James Harden contract, blah, blah, blah. He talked about wanting to help the 76ers and doing anything necessary. He's not taking a pay cut for the 76ers. He's signing the max. If any 76ers fans think he's taking a pay cut or doing anything different, or if he might not re-sign with the team and, you're going to let him walk and bring in Zach LaVine, like none of that's happening. Realistically, he's signing a max. It's just, is it a 4-year max, 3-year max, 5-year max? That's the question. Or is he just opting in, right? But he's going to be on this team next year at a max level salary. Joel Embiid's going to be on this team next year at a max level salary. Tyrese Maxey's going to be on this team next year. Very good salary, very low. And then you're going to have to trade Tobias Harris, that pick, and you're probably going to have to add Matisse Thybulle for more enticing. And you're going to be losing those guys to bring in more shooters and more defenders. It's just, we don't know which team is willing to trade for Tobias Harris's 35 million, and we don't know which team loves Matisse Thybulle so much that they think it's worth doing that trade. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not going to bet against Daryl Morey. He said he was going to get James Harden for Ben Simmons, and everyone in the NBA said no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
it happened. So I'm not going to bet against him. He said he's going to go get shooters and defenders for that Tobias Harris contract, or like that's what it's been heavily implied. He's going to make it happen. We're going to see the trade. Going to be like, wow, he did it. And right now, we can't even think of how he's going to do it, but he's going to get it done because he's one of the best GMs.
Yeah, never kind of know. I mean, looking at that Harris contract, it's if he had 1 more year, maybe even 2 more years, it would be a little more digestible, I think, to offer to teams. But that contract goes until the end of the 2023-2024 season. Tobias Harris, that's hard to trade. Now he's not a bad player. Like this isn't Kevin Love when he had 4 years left at whatever that was.
Yeah.
He's not a bad player, but I agree. Shooters and defenders around Harden and Embiid would be much more valuable. If you get 2 guys, maybe even 3 guys, around those 2, would be much more valuable than Harris. Morey will exhaust all resources, and hey, if they even have to start the season with Harris, and then like they did this year, he was like, I'm gonna get James Harden, and then it happened very, very late into the season.
So one team that I'll throw out right now, because this is the one team that's like been involved, is the Houston Rockets and the Indiana Pacers. So the Indiana Pacers want to get rid of this long-term money for a 1-year contract. That's why they're linked with Wall and Westbrook. So a way they could do it is you just send the shooters and defenders to the 76ers, which is like Buddy Hield, maybe Brogdon, TJ McConnell, like those guys. You send John Wall to the Pacers. He's just not going to play. He's just going to sit on the bench. And then you send Tobias Harris and the pick to Houston Rockets. So that's one possible outcome I could see. It's just how much validity that Indiana Pacers rumor has, which we don't know if it's true or not, because at this time, all the rumors, like Shams doesn't talk about it, Woj doesn't talk about it, so we don't know if those are right or wrong rumors, right? Like the only people talking about it is Brian Windhorst, and Brian Windhorst has got 2 things right. He's got the James Harden trade, right, which no one believed. Then he's got every LeBron free agent signing, right? So he hasn't got anything else right though. So his credibility is up and down.
Yeah. Well, I'd love those moves, Buddy Hield and Brogdon and stuff.
Brogdon, amazing.
But yeah, realistically, how possible is that? I don't know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on Instagram.